Hey guys, welcome back to Pharaoh Iron and Customs. I'm Michael, and today we're back working on a mill vise. I'm hoping to get it completed in this video. I'm kind of at a spot where I'm going to have to do a little more welding before we go forward. I'm going to do go ahead and do a little more machining, then we're going to pull it off the mill and do a little more welding, but I hope to have it all done in this video, depending on how things go, and depending on what my actual tooling is. So let's jump into this. Okay, again, I do apologize for the fan. It is up near 100 degrees today. There's no way I can be in here without the fan running. I actually, if y'all saw the short I did earlier in the week, I have the vise needs to come a little closer to me. I'm not able to mill all the way down, but with that being said, there's a couple of places that need a little more weld. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over. I've got like a 4-fluted end mill in here. I'm going to change this over and put a cutter, and we're going to try to knock this surface down to about, I don't know, somewhere close to 80%, just to make sure that I'm not going to need to do any other welding. So let me get set up for that and we'll come back. Alright guys, I got the fan turned off and the VFD finally counted itself down. I went ahead and brought it down to the level of the table. You can still see some of the original marks where they cut it with a fly cutter. So I just skimmed the table a little bit. You know, I've got a lot to learn. We got a little bit of undercut right here and a lot of pits, but I could chase them pits. I'm gonna think about this tonight. I do need to come back and re-weld this area because when it's even right here, it's actually went in a little farther, so I may have to start welding from here and go all the way to the end. But it's definitely low there and definitely low there, and I'd expect it's low on the bottom side. My problem with that is I do not know if I'll be able to turn it up on its side and stick some 1, 2, 3 blocks under it and get it milled. But I'm not terribly mad at that, but I'm gonna think about this. I'll have to reposition it tomorrow after I weld it anyway, because I need to get up in this area and I'll need to machine this flat. With this being 15 thousandths high, I expect it's either canted back or canted to the left or the right, or it could even be like this. So we do want to get that straight, and every set of jaws I make for this vise from now on will definitely have to be, you know, milled to make sure they're parallel. So anyway, I'm gonna knock it off for right now. You can see I'm sweating my tail off. It's probably 5 or 6 o'clock. 6 by now, and it's still very hot. So we're gonna get back at it. Got some issues I think I've got with the mill. May not have an issue. It may just be this nickel is very gummy, it seems. The chips it's putting off is very gummy chips, and which probably should be expected. Nickel. I saw something that said it was a 63 on a Rockwell, and we may test that, but I don't think it's a 63. I don't think there's any way it could be a 63. I mean, nickel's not, I don't know, maybe it is. I don't know. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. Alright guys, we've been at this for 3 or 4 days now. I milled down the face of the vise and re-welded some places. I don't think that I can get the finish quality any better unless I totally weld it back up again. The ways are not the greatest, but I think they'll work for what I got. I wish I'd have caught this on camera. I actually think I had the camera rolling when that happened. Right there I started to mill this and forgot to lock the quill and it kept going down. So but I'm going to leave that as a reminder. I machined the top of this down because it was fractured over here. There's still actually a little like fiberglass or Bondo in there. And like I said, when I started coming across, the cutter started getting deeper and deeper in the mill, and I was like, oh, I panicked and went to back out, and instead of backing out I went deeper in and actually crashed it, and it got all out of whack. So we're going to set the camera up and turn the fan on, and like I said, I haven't watched any of the footage that I've taken so far, so I expect we're going to probably turn the sound off on it and play some music or something, because I know that fan is loud. You know, we did the video at Glenn's house last night, and his fan was loud, and it's nowhere near as loud as this one is. So let me get the mill fired up, and we'll come back. All right, guys, I just went in and retrimmed in, and we are showing to be pretty close to, it's showing right dead on zero. It stays right on zero through here, so, which concerns me because it's taking more off here. And then before, when I had it set up, it was taking off more here. So that piece may be, I don't know, wrenched in a weird way. We're going to continue on. Alright guys, this is super extra sketch. I got some 1, 2, 3 blocks underneath the platform of the vise. I don't know if y'all can see this. I'll bring y'all in and you can see the factory fly cutter marks on that vise. So we're going to get y'all set up, and we'll turn this fan back on so I don't die in here from heat, and we're going to bring this into parallel, and then the only operation left we'll have to the base is to clean up the lower part of the ways, and I'm going to have to get really creative with the 1, 2, 3 blocks to be able to get in there and cut that. Let's get after it. Okay guys, I have reinstalled the movable jaw and just used the plates that trap the jaw into the vise. I put a piece of it's 1/8 I think TIG wire, 3/32. It's just some really light TIG wire to trap the jaw so it can't move. I bolted the vise back to the bed of the table. I'm going to mill the movable jaw flat so we can flip it upside down, take everything back off, flip it upside down, fixture the jaw to the table, and take a skim cut off of the bottom of the movable jaw, just where we took about a 1,000th pass off of this bed. We need to take just a little bit off, and probably could get away without it, but I'd feel better if we took just a skim cut off the bottom. Okay guys, I'm going to take another 10,000ths off of it, and I'm going to take it really slow in order to try to make a cleanup pass. Let me see, I definitely need to clean these dials so I can see them better. Alright guys, tomorrow night I'm going to come back and we'll take and wire wheel everything, clean it up, degrease it, get a coat of paint on it, and hopefully on Tuesday night we'll be able to put everything back together and we'll be done with this thing. So far it's been a challenge, which is good. I think this is a good first learning project for me. I've got a long way to go. I know there'll be people in the comments, if they see this, they'll be like, oh yeah, I know what you're doing. But yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I'm learning. And I strongly advise every one of you, if this is what you want to learn to do, get out there and learn how to do it. All right, don't listen to the naysayers. Guys, there's the holes right there. They were covered with, had a dial shoved in them and were so greased over that you couldn't tell they were there. So I've spent a good bit of time this afternoon cleaning the surface of this vise up. There's some places where I don't have the right brush. I was going to paint the vise, and or actually I had thought about it earlier today that I might paint the vise or I might not paint it. And at this point in time, I'm not going to paint it. I'm just going to make sure that I mist it down with some sort of a oil to keep it from flash rusting. Obviously you wouldn't be able to paint the bed of the vise to ways, and anything that moves wouldn't be able to be painted, so we're going to leave it unpainted for right now. Okay guys, I had to take it back apart because the worm screw needs to go in first. Also, there is a bushing on this side and a bushing on this side before we return the ring with the roll pin. To its proper position. Roll pin in. Now I just need to put the jaws on. Okay guys, I got the jaws installed. I think I put them on the wrong side, but if you can tell, this one is worn away bad. It should be the same height as this. I need to replace the jaws, and that was my original intention, was to make a set of jaws for this. That's not going to be in this video. That will be in the next probably video that I do on any milling. Will be making a set of jaws. I may replace this set of jaws with a new set of jaws, but as I said before, with the fact that this is canted a little bit, that I doubt that this jaw is going to be, you know, it will have to be trimmed in, and I don't know if there's enough movement in the hole to, you know, reliably rely on where it's going to end up at. So that's it on this vise for right now. I noticed the other night when I was doing some editing that part of what I recorded, I must have hit stop and then hit record, and a recorded part that I didn't want to record, and didn't record part that I did want to record. So what I wanted to say about was we ended up taking 100 thousandths off of the base of this vise to get it back true. So it's as true as I can get it. There is, even if you run it all the way back to the home position, all the way back, there is some movement in it. So I think it's just going to be an inherent to this style vise. I know a lot of times that's the reason why you want parallels that you know that you can trust, and you'll take your work and tap it down into the parallels as you tighten up on the vise to make sure that it stays parallel to the vise bed. And that's what you're going for. And that was the whole point behind what we did. Will this vise, well, you know, we're going to use it and see how it does, you know, and if it comes down to it in the future that we need to replace this vise, we will replace it, and you know, that's the way it's going to be. So that's all. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave that comment down below. We should be back next week. I'm going to try to have you a Volkswagen video next week. I'm really wanting to get on that Volkswagen. Thankfully, we've had a cool last couple of days. We finally got a rainstorm last night. We hadn't had any rain in the entire month of June, and we finally got some rain last night, and it rained most of the morning. So after the rain came through, no see him. After the rain came through, it cooled off quite a bit, so it's it was actually 68 this morning about 8:30, 9 o'clock, I think. So, you know, that's pretty cool since we've had sweltering hot days for the last couple weeks. But like I said, that's it in this video. Y'all come back next time. We'll be working on that Volkswagen, I hope.